Okay, so I'm going to pretend that Lacey is still here, and hopefully she'll be able to watch it on YouTube. Lacey gave a number 5 speech, Your Body Speaks. The purpose of this speech is to use body movement, gestures, facial expressions, and eye contact to illustrate and enhance the verbal message. And with respect to that objective, I think that Lacey met all the criteria for this speech. Often in a number 5 speech, we get something that's way over the top and lots of big gestures and things like that. This wasn't that kind of speech. It was a very somber speech, or serious rather than somber. It was somber in the sense that it evoked the tragic day. It was serious in that it was positive and uplifting, and she talked about ways of really kind of healing from it, and by transforming it from a day of tragedy to a day of service. Some aspects in which the gestures enhanced the speech were when there was a fist in the hand to emphasize strength. There was reflecting back with the gesture to the back. When she said there were 3 main reasons, she emphasized that with the 3 fingers. When she was washing animals, she washed the animals with her hands. And there were a couple times when she used other gestures, either to the side or out, that emphasized the point and were very mindful. In terms of notes, she used notes very effectively. Had them off to the side, glanced at the notes, but then directed the speech at the audience. And that's a very effective way to do something like this. Obviously, not all of the content of the speech was memorized, and that's perfectly fine. It's okay to consult your notes, and when you do, I think you should do it the way Lacey did, which is look at your notes and then focus on the audience as she did. I have a couple of suggestions. The first is that in the opening, it would have helped to tell us what you're going to tell us a little bit more. There were 3 strong points that were summarized well at the end, and in the opening that wasn't completely made clear. So the first suggestion is to make that clear. The second has to do with some of the gestures which weren't mindful in support of the theme. The 2 related ones are the Mr. Burns hands, which were kind of like this, and the prayer hands, which are kind of holding them like this. It's just sort of a resting place, and it doesn't really contribute to that. The other is something that I'm often guilty of, which Robin Walker dubbed T-Rex elbows, which are where your elbows are kind of here, just to exaggerate a little bit. So just be more loose with the hands is the suggestion. And the final suggestion is to don't thank us at the end. We thank you. So in conclusion, Lacey met all the objectives of the speech, did an excellent job with a fabulous message, and I really look forward to many more to come.